The students were the first to greet us when African Sky arrived in Welentiguila to finalize plans to install a well for the local schoolhouse. After a brief meeting with local school teachers who shared with us the fact that their students walked nearly a quarter-mile for clean drinking water, Issa Kante, African Sky project partner, marked the area where Emory University student Stephen Lee was given the honor of breaking ground for a new well. It was Lee who sponsored the well project and flew all the way to Mali to meet his new friends in Welentiguila. Welentiguila community leaders were on hand to take an active part in the groundbreaking ceremonies, and they even gave me a chance to give it a try. After I was done, it was up to the village chief to finish the job. But here in Welentiguila, there are actually two chiefs, each one presiding over a separate section of the community. Our first visit to Welentiguila blossomed into what is certain to become an enduring friendship. And as I watched Stephen make his way out of the village, I just had to smile as I thought back to that first day when he walked into my office and said, "I want to build a well in Mali." When I returned later that same year with African Sky country directors Tamba Traore and Yakuba Sangare, our friend Stephen Lee was back in Atlanta. But instead we had 3 new Emory University students who showed up to celebrate with us the completion of the Welentiguila well project. And once again, the community made it a day to remember.
Monsieur le représentant de la Fondation African Sky, président de la Fondation Skyline.
Okay, so this is a speech by the headmaster of the school. He said that on behalf of all the villagers, the 2 chiefs of villages, the teachers here, and all the invited people, they thank you. African Sky, you people, and all the people who have accompanied us in doing this work, they are very, very happy. And through this, the people also thank the children. They are very happy. They are the owners of the well, and they will use it properly. This is very good water, drinkable water, and it will help them be healthy and wealthy at the same time, because they will study and become some men or women one day. He said that he cannot complete his speech without making a special mention to Stephen Lee, the one who built this well. They owe him a lot of congratulations. Thanks a lot, because what he did will remain here forever. And anyone who drinks from his well will thank Stephen, whether he knows it or not.
After a series of several speeches, I was then given the chance to share our thanks to the people who built the well, but most of all to the people of Welentiguila, who have shared with us such amazing friendships and such generous gifts. Then, of course, we all proceeded to the brand new well, where Issa Kante insisted that we drape both an American and a Malian flag over the site, before I was to be given the rope to haul up the very first pail of water of course, on behalf of Stephen Lee, who may have been in Atlanta, but that day he was certainly in our hearts and minds. Emory University graduate Catherine Ryder was then asked to pull up the second pail of water. Catherine was in Mali with African Sky to help us launch our African Sky Scrubs project. But before we started that next project, we had some serious celebrating to do. And wow, were we in for a treat. So now sit back and join us as African Sky and Welentiguila celebrate our brand new well and moreover, our brand new friendship. If you've enjoyed this brief visit to Welentiguila and enjoyed hearing about Stephen Lee's well project, please come visit us at www.africansky.org. We'd love to hear your thoughts about how we might continue to fulfill our mission of bridging communities and transforming lives.
Yarko ibade adije, biso fande gure